and welcome to Bitches of Horror.
And today we are reviewing the film Misfit.
Yes.
It's from 2016. It's directed and written by Todd Bradley.
Also edited.
Oh, also edited,
Yeah.
wow. And it's starring Jennifer Gentile, sorry, and Frank Moore, Alan James, and Sean Murphy.
Yes, also...
and from the US.
Paul Sweeting? Yeah, he played the sort of shorter guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and this film is about a girl who is bullied to an extent where she meets the wrong sort of people, I guess. Wrong and right. And they kind of tailor her into a different type of person.
Yes.
Yes. They were also misfits from the past, or also now, or whatever, but they, so it's about, like, being a misfit in society and what that does to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. So, let's start with the acting.
Yes. Well, I have to say that the biggest problem with this film is actually the acting.
I agree.
Yes. In most cases, it was not good. Like, yeah.
It was pretty bad, most of it.
Bad.
There were some characters that were better than others.
Yes.
I do think that the main girl played by Jennifer Stitches, she was okay. Like, she was getting there, I want to say.
I can see her, like, by doing this more and growing, I can see her becoming...
Yeah, and then there were other people who were in there who just, like, you just should not act.
Yes.
Or it's going to take a lot more
But
effort,
also one of the Misfit guys...
Yes,
I can't remember his name. He was quite good.
But the guy, Frank Moore...
Yeah, I think he was the best one in this film.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and he was a very interesting character to watch and follow, definitely.
Yes. But yeah, like you said, I think that the acting was probably one of the film's weakest points. But we can move on to the story.
I actually find the story to be quite interesting.
Yes.
I always like a story about revenge and how being bullied affects you and what it does to you and the surroundings. And I mean, I can, with a bigger budget, I can definitely see this film going somewhere.
Yes.
Being a really,
That was one of my, like, biggest things, because it's hard for me. It's hard reviewing a film that I realize has so much passion put into it, and it's not I'm not saying this film in particular, but other indie films where they're, like, bad, but you can just see the passion that they put into it. And I feel, like, really bad, like, saying, like, oh, I really don't like this film, but sometimes they just don't have anything good in it. While this one, I think, had the story and the background, and even though maybe the acting wasn't good, the characters per se were pretty interesting. Yes. And I think with the bigger budget, they could have found probably people who could act better, and
they could also
SFX,
show more. That was my other thing, that even though, I mean, they had some blood and stuff, but I really wanted to see more nastiness, more gore. And I can understand, not having the time or the money to create such effects, but I mean, it would just have been so much better. Yeah.
Especially that last, like,
I
segment
agree.
of the
I
film.
agree.
It would have been so good to have more SFX there. So for me, this film is like a alpha, as in an alpha, beta, and then the film comes out.
Oh.
Not the film, but, like, an art in the making.
Yeah,
I think is a good way of saying it.
Because we both saw the passion is there.
Yeah,
like the
potential.
Will is there.
The potential is there. Because one thing I noticed that a lot of indie films have is really bad editing. They cut really, like, nastily. I thought this film, I didn't feel that at all. I didn't think it was. I thought it was pretty good edited, like compared to a lot of
Yeah.
Indie
Now that
films.
you say that,
Yeah.
I mean, it just felt pretty clean.
Yeah.
Like
That
there were
felt really
no
clean.
cuts that were like, ooh, that was really weird.
Yeah, when you're like, ooh, like
oh, that just bothered me. No.
Yeah.
Actually,
so,
no.
I was actually one of it. Usually, I'm not a big like, ooh, this is so good editing because I don't know, I'm a terrible editor myself, but I do notice when it's shit. But that that stood out for me in this film: the editing, the passion, the potential. I think that's the thing, that this film has a lot of potential, and I know they're doing a Kickstarter for number 2 with better actors.
And Deborah Lamb.
Yeah, Deborah Lamb is in it.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
To see the second one.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, you know, with the crowdfunding, with the money, I think that this film or franchise can become so much more. It just really feels like something, and I wouldn't say incomplete, but just in need of more. I don't really know how to put it, but maybe you get my point.
It deserves more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Because of the interesting characters and the story is there.
Yeah.
So
actually, I did read, I'm not sure if he said it to me or if I read it somewhere, but that the film was actually based on, they were doing a photo shoot with a girl, and she was telling them on how she was bullied when she was younger, and that's how he came up with the idea. Yeah. So there's like an actual, like, you know, background to it, which probably made me feel more for the film as well, but I read that after the film, so I didn't know about it before I watched it. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of potential, a lot of good things can come from this film.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to the second one.
Yeah.
But what do you give this?
I'm gonna say 4 out of 10. Yeah.
I will say 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like, just for the acting alone, but I just want to see more, and I really hope that they get everything that they need for the second one, because I think it can be so amazing.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So
yes.
That's it for this time.
Yeah.
And we'll update you, because I know there's a lot of news about the second one coming out now, so I'll be sure to put up everything there.
Yeah, we will share everything on our page as well.
Yes.
And on our Instagram.
And make sure that you share it too.
Yes, not just us. Everyone should. Yes. Yeah. So if you want to share it, don't miss it on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So you can share everything that we share. Yes. And follow us on YouTube, of course. Like us and comment and
subscribe.
Yes.
And stay horrific.
Bye.
Bye.